As promised, I told y'all we will finish out the Northern Lights series. I told you the end point would probably be the end of Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s contract with Toronto. Now, that would put him at age 32. So his career in general might not be over. Not sure if I'll end it at that point, but every video will probably be about a year or two as we move on into his career and the Toronto Blue Jays journey back to a World Series and hopefully back to a World Championship after our first World Series in 30 years. So hopefully we're able to seal the deal sooner rather than later. We can kind of just sim out the rest. As you can see, there's 6 more years left on this contract, so let's get into it. Just a couple days after Eliseo's debut here on April 8th, Mr. Alejandro Castillo, who's still a rookie at this point, even though he's age 29, has a 10-game hitting streak on the line. Let's see if he can extend it. But this is a really high-scoring game, 9-8. He will face Kendall Graveman. He's 0 for 2. He does have 2 walks. Man, I think this is walk number 3. Damn. I mean, a walk is as good as a hit, so we'll take it, but I don't think Graveman is going to like this. He's got to face Alejandro Castillo. Oh, sorry, Alejandro Kirk. I keep forgetting. They're 2 different people. 2 for 3 today with a homer and a single, driving in 3, and might get a 4th. Fly ball to center, right to center, and Robert is going to throw it in to home. Mr. Gurriel Jr. is going to slide in safe. It is 10-8 Blue Jays. Garrett Mitchell going to try to drive in a runner from second. Unfortunately, he's going to fly out to left to end the 7th. Can we hold on to the lead? Elledge gives up a run thanks to a double by Evan Skog. And then Luis Robert, who also has a hitting streak of his own, his longer at 16 games. Can he extend it? He's 0 for 3. Seth Elledge putting in some work. Nice high slider, getting him a swing and miss to end the 7th inning. He might get another AB. We shall see. Bo Bichette gets on base with a double at the top of the 8th. Nick Madrigal, we're going to drop down a bunt. And it's successful as a sacrifice. Devers will drive him in, who's having a hell of a game. You will see what it is at the end. Castillo gets a 4th chance at a plate appearance, or 5th. I am not 100% sure, but it doesn't matter. Can he get a hit? Does have 2 walks and has scored once. And Jose Ruiz has some control issues with either a curveball or a changeup. Doesn't matter. Castillo is safe at first. Garrett Mitchell not having a good game. That's probably why he's batting at the bottom of the lineup. Ground ball is second, and Luis Garcia can't seem to come up with it. Kicks it with big old feet. Both runners are safe. That means Bo Bichette at the top of the lineup. Why is he batting leadoff? I don't know. Not sure. Doesn't matter. Fortunately, we are unable to score. Jordan Romano going to come in and get the save. 3-1 count, and it's going to be a pop-up behind the backstop. As Alejandro Kirk is going to make the catch, and we will take this game 11-9. Rafael Devers, 4 for 5 for the homer and 4 RBIs of his own. Marte has a hitting streak of his own for 2 weeks of solid hitting. That's 14 games. Tigers are going to warm up 2 righties, Lucas Sims and Richard Rodriguez. We do have a 1-run lead. 1-0 pitch to Marte. The slider, unfortunately, is going to get hit to center field, and I don't know if he's going to get another chance, as we do have the lead. Romano on the mound, and he's going to unfortunately walk Akil Bagdu. Give to Detroit a base runner. Javier Baez, former MLB The Show cover man, is going to strike out on the slider. And a double play ball can get Romano out of this, but unfortunately, he's going to hit former teammate Josh Bell. Remember, he was a part of the team 2 seasons ago once Vlad Guerrero went down with the Achilles injury. Riley Green, a triple and a single, scoring once. He is hitting very well, extremely well against lefties. Not so great against righties. Just barely over the Mendoza line. 2-1 pitch from Romano. It's going to get hit down the left field line. It's going to bounce and roll over foul territory into the corner. Gurriel is going to come up throwing, and unfortunately, Romano has blown the save. Elledge and Dennis Santana are going to warm up. We do bat in the bottom of the inning. Yeimer Candelario, 1-2, gonna strike out 98 miles an hour on the radar gun. As we take another look at this, was it a strike? Does Yeimer have a gripe? No, that is mostly in the zone, at least from our vantage point, and the manager is gonna walk the next batter. I hate intentional walks, but I don't have any control of it. Okay, I'm not in manage mode. Bell at third, Green at second, Conforto at first. Can Jake Rogers bust this game open? 2-2, and he's gonna swing and miss at a two-seamer with tails just away from his bat. We have a chance to walk it off here in the ninth. Curveball or slider, not sure. Doesn't matter. Oscar is gonna walk the first, and Castillo can start a new hitting streak if he can get on. Batting 333, facing Drew Carlton. Oscar could steal, but I'm not expecting a hit and run this late in the game. First pitch from Carlton, and it's going to get ripped into right center field, into the gap. It's going to bounce down. Cam up against the wall. Oscar is hustling past third, sliding in, and we are going to walk off this game 3-2 victory. We are the 4th team with 10 wins, but it's so early in the season. Hey, let's take whatever wins we can get. Romano does get credited with the win, though, let's be honest. Should he? He blew the save. Nonetheless, we get the victory. Let's move forward. The very next day, Travis Eliseo, who's only making his 2nd start in Major League Baseball, has a no-hitter going for him. Sorry, a shutout going for him. 8 innings, 3 hits, hasn't given up a run, has walked somebody, so unfortunately no perfecto. Like Nate Peterson, does have 6 strikeouts. I'm not going to jump into it. Let's see if he wins. We do win, and we continue the shutout. We'll get our first look at the Yankees, and as you can see, Vlad Guerrero not hitting too well the last 5 games. 3 of 18. He's at least got on 4 times via walk. Unfortunately, he's going to pop up and continue his gold streak-ish. Behind the backstop, unfortunately. Very disappointed in himself, and understandably so. Can we tie the ball game up here in the top of the 9th? Teoscar Hernandez, he's going to strike out the cutter. He is pissed off. So this is bad. Might get a 1-game suspension for that. I don't know. Gurriel Jr. 0 for 2. Chopper to third. Donaldson. Yes, Donaldson. Throw over to first. That'll be the end of this one. The Yankees will take this one 1-0. Let's get out of the month of April. We finish out the month of April going in totality 16 and 14. Jordan Romano has blown 5 saves. I think we're going to change closes for the time being. Romano is under contract for 3.5 more years, so it's not like I'm gonna get rid of him just yet. That means I'm gonna have Cody Stashik actually. I'm not gonna have Cody Stashik take over. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let. Oh man, see, Alex Reyes is not that much better. His whip is at a 2, so yeah, I'm gonna go Cody Stashik to replace Romano. For now, Romano will stay in the setup role, so he can still get some saves. Rafael Devers has an opportunity to hit for the cycle. He just needs a triple and has Bo Bichette on third. I gotta say, he's been a damn good acquisition this past offseason. 301 average, 13 home runs, 36 RBIs through 38 games. The Athletics will warm up 2 righties to oppose the Blue Jays batters. 2-1 count for Mr. Devers. He is a perfect 3 for 3. 10 multi-hit games in this season. He hits his 3rd home run of the game. That is number 14 for him. And the Blue Jays will lead 8-3. And that is how we will win today's game. Actually, we'll win the game like 10-3. And yeah, he is killing it. So we continue on. Let's get closer to the draft. See, I would jump into this game, but we're smoking the Kansas City Royals. Mind you, this is about May 20th. We have 20 hits. No need to watch this. We give up 4 runs, but that's perfectly fine. As we get closer to the draft, 2 months into the season, we end the month of May. 9 out of 10 games we have won. Nate Pearson has a 7-1 record. I know wins, not the cool thing to talk about when it comes to the Cy Young, but he's got to be in the running. And what do you know? That he is. Also turns out, Rafael Devers and Ketel Marte are both in the running for the MVP, but it's still mad early, and we got 4 days to the draft. Let's just see how the draft actually went. I'm glad I caught on to this. I actually caught on to this at the end of April. The problem is I didn't bother to do anything about it. I never turned injuries on, so injuries are going to stay on. I had them on manual for the Black Excellence Tournament just because I needed to readjust the roster because STS can't seem to get that right. When I set it up, they do it their own way. Draft time. We had the 24th pick in the first round draft, and pretty much every round after that. We did not have any not compensatory. Yeah. What the hell? Yeah, no, we didn't have any comp picks. Let's put it that way. First round, we had the 24th pick. These are the guys we chose to go with. Not a very promising draft in terms of potentials, the highest being 77. Did take 3 starters, 2 relievers, and 2 outfielders. This outfield is something we will need at some point. You know, our guys are at about 30, so they should be falling off in the next couple seasons, but we shall see. Start with Jonathan Nieves from Michigan. I like that he throws 3 fastballs. He throws them all hard, mixes it in with a changeup and a curveball. Roger Hobbs. Yeah, he's a reliever. We'll see what happens with him. Luis Irizarry needs to get his fielding up. He is a switch hitter and has okay speed. Lucius Turner throws 2 hard fastballs, a curveball, and a slider as a lefty. Clay Madden, pretty balanced hitting-wise, needs to get that defense up to take advantage of his speed. And Tim Pip throws 2 hard fastballs, a slider, and a changeup. He may not give up the long ball. He does throw pretty hard. We are officially 81 games into the season, and these are our numbers. We're first in all of baseball in batting average, 3rd in all of baseball in at-bats, so we are at least getting to the bat, to the plate, and getting on, at least getting hits. We're first in runs, so offensively, we don't have a problem. Number 1 in hits. Number 1 in the long ball. Obviously, number 1 in runs batted in by 21 runs. We're also 2nd in caught stealing, but that just means we're probably taking a lot of bases. Maybe not. I don't know. We never really have been much of a speed team. Our stolen base percentage is at 71.2%, which is 5th in the league, so that's not horrible. When you get as many plate appearances as we do, obviously you can get a lot of strikeouts just by the nature of volume. Number 1 in slugging percentage. Number 2 in on-base percentage. We ran into the most double plays in baseball. See what our problem is. ERA, we're at the dead middle of the pack, 15th. But we're 2nd in shutouts. What is going on here? 8 total blown saves. So we're kind of all over the place as to why we're 5 games behind the New York Yankees in standings. Wild card? We're right there. The Angels are ahead of us by, I want to say, a game and a half. Magical's batting .310 at the top of the lineup. Chet right behind him. His average isn't nearly as good, but he's at least driving in runs and putting up some power. Rafael Devers, 29 home runs this season, 71 RBIs. It's ridiculous. Vlad Guerrero right behind him. He was struggling a little bit. 270 is fine. I'm not going to complain about that. Behind him, so Marte and Devers are sandwiching Guerrero. If Guerrero gets hot, we got something. I'm telling you. Lourdes Gurriel, pretty solid. Teoscar Hernandez, okay. Gabriel Moreno hasn't had a ton of plate appearances because Kirk has been playing catcher, though I think it's time to make the switch. On the bench, I'm not expecting much out of guys. Garrett Mitchell is a defensive speed guy. That's the only reason why I traded for him. Tanner Morris is not going to get a ton of plate appearances. Santiago Espinal also not going to get a ton of burn, especially if Devers is cooking like this and doesn't get hurt. Castilla, he's obviously our DH at this point. Rudimentary kind of look at the rotation. Manoah doing his thing. Can't complain. Can't complain. Barrios, he might just be getting unlucky at this point. That's why he's only 5-4. Kevin Gausman is cooking, let's be honest. A 2.29 ERA and a near under 1 whip. Nate Pearson pitching well. He was in the Cy Young race a little earlier, but let's be honest, he's not that kind of pitcher. Travis Eliseo, honestly, our starters are not bad by any means. I think I see where our problem is. It might be the bullpen. 1.77 whip. 2.04 ERA is pretty good actually for a guy who's in like his first true year in Major League Baseball. He's only 22 years old. Seth Elledge, 1.55 whip. Dennis Santana, 1.4 whip. ERA isn't bad. Bingo. Tim Mesa, a near 7 ERA and a near 2 whip. Jordan Romano, he's blown 5 saves. He has kind of made up for it since the last time we saw from him. And Cody Stashik is pitching pretty well. I mean, come on, you got a 1.86 ERA. Not sure what needs to be done at this point at the trade deadline. It's become real close to it. I'll look out there. If I see anything, I'll let y'all know. As far as the All-Star game is concerned, 2 vote getters on the left side of the infield. Devers and Bichette are the leading vote getters. I don't think Guerrero's that far from Torkelson, and yeah, he's right behind him by about 9,000 votes. So I think if he gets hot for about the next 2 weeks or so, he'll leapfrog him. I might have found our first call-up candidate, that being righty closer David Ferreira. 0.99 ERA, 1.02 whip. He's only pitched 36 innings though, so I'm not sure if I want to call him up yet, but because he's a closer, I might just do so. He's got 32 saves. I think we're going to call him up and send Mesa down. Mesa has not used a minor league option and he's on ARB, so I'm not concerned about him being picked up on waivers. We lose a lefty, but I think what we get overall is just a better reliever in terms of Ferreira. Nick Madrigal has an opportunity to walk this game off against Boston. We're tied 2-2. Burke on second. Madrigal does have a hit, so it's possible he can get a hit. Or 2 outs though. Madrigal is 3 for 9 in this series. 1 for 4 in today's ball game. Runner at second. The extra inning rule will be in effect if we go that far. And looks like we're gonna get an extra shot for the Casas. Casas over to first. Dahlbeck playing first today. We will definitely go to extras. Boston has a runner at second due to the extra inning rule, which is going to be a thing for the foreseeable future. A ground ball to Madrigal, and he will throw. First runner will advance to third. Mike Trout, 1,100 RBIs in his career. Clearly would be a Hall of Famer if he retired 5 years ago. Definitely will be once he's done with his career here. Alex Verdugo, 165 with runners in scoring position. Or at third, he really could just get a sac fly, and we will warm up Seth Elledge and Alex Reyes if this game has to go any longer. The Royals tied with the Reds 4-4. Verdugo is going to pop this one up into the infield. Bo Bichette going to catch it, and now they have to get a ball on grass in order to get a hit, in order to get a run. Xander Bogaerts, oh God, 3 for 4. And is a triple shy of the cycle, so this is probably the biggest at bat in this game. 3-0 count. Dahlbeck on the on-deck circle. Will he even get a chance to put his bat in play? No, he's not going to be able to. Hot forcing fastball away. Bogaerts does not like the call, but listen, that's why you're supposed to swing. You didn't have 3 hits already. Bo Bichette gonna lead off the top of the 10th. Runner at second. Ooh, swing and a miss. Can't catch up to the 96-mile-an-hour heat thrown by Emilio Pagan. The Red Sox will warm up 2 relievers, Michael Felice and Garrett Whitlock. Again, in case this game goes any longer than it needs to. Rafael Devers could definitely end this game with a long ball, but it barely gets past home plate. Jeez Louise. All you gotta do is just good bat on ball. Guerrero at the plate We might not meet him. Marte is on deck, though. 3-2. Ooh, just misses the outside corner. And now our Blue Jays have runners at first and second. 3-1 count for Marte. And Pagan's going to walk in as well. The bases are loaded for Lourdes Gurriel. He's batting about 170, 175 with runners in scoring position. He's up ahead 2-1. The pitch. Oh, he's going to smash this one in the right field. It's going to get beyond Verdugo's grasp, and we are going to take this ball game 3-2 here at home. Our 48th win of the season. And here's something I didn't notice. I didn't know you could be player of the game without a hit. He got an RBI and a walk, and Alejandro Kirk, hey, credit where credit is due. Alex Manoah is out for the rest of the season. So on rotator cuff. He's going to miss 6 months. Oh, boy. Guess we got to call somebody up at this point, because that is a huge loss. Huge loss. Let's see who we actually call up. I think we're going to try out the Chris Rodriguez experiment again. In AAA, he went 7-7 with a 3.81 ERA and 1.4 WHIP. He does throw hard, so I'll at least give him that. I know his potential is not good. Hell, his potential is pretty bad. But okay, he was terrible last year too. Before we had to, send him back there. Actually, was that last year? No, that was 2 years ago. Something like that. I don't exactly remember. But I think we're gonna try Chris Rodriguez again. If that doesn't work out, at least for the next, I'm gonna say 3 weeks. And I think we got to make a move. So we're going to jump into Rodriguez's start against the Baltimore Orioles. There is a 10-game difference between these two teams. Wait, let's ignore this stadium. I got to admit, Camden Yards is one of the prettiest stadiums in all of baseball, and I will go to it one day. Anyway, we are here for Blue Jays. And Nick Madrigal is going to lead off the ball game, clapping one off of Tommy Wilson, and it doesn't look like... Yeah, Tommy Wilson is going to be out for the game. That did clobber him right in the ankle area, so he will need to be replaced despite the bruised ankle. Replacing him will be Garrett Hill, 5.26 ERA. Righties are hitting .330 against him. For his own sake, I'm sure he would hope to not give up too many hits against him. Oh, look, a righty, Bo Bichette. He's going to smash one into left field. That'll give the Blue Jays back-to-back base runners. Can we capitalize? Rafael Devers, 295 average, ground ball, shortstop, second. Back to first just in time. Madrigal will advance to third. Can we bring him home? Batting behind him is Ketel Marte. Devers is playing first today as Wagnerell is a little tired. And he'll hit the changeup in the center field, and that'll give us a 1-0 lead. Jumping to the other half of the inning, Chris Rodriguez. These were his numbers last year around June, July. 6.33 ERA, 1.87 WHIP, and here is the lineup he'll be facing. Kenny Trejo, Austin Hayes, Terran Vavra are about the only guys that are really hitting for everybody else is either average or terrible, which could explain why they're near the bottom of the division. And I probably spoke too soon. So we're going to ground ball right up the middle, literally up the middle, but because of the shift, he will go to second base. And here's Ryan Mountcastle. He's going to smash this sinker into right field. Is Teoscar going to get to it? He's not going to be able to. It bounces off the wall. Second replace home. Home replaces second. That is his 24th double of the season. Or his 24th RBI. Nonetheless, it looks like they're going to get another one as his ball's hit the left field. A little bit of a troublesome hop on there, and the throw to home is just not in time. I don't think so. He got him, right? Come on. I see the tag, and no, you know what? I'm the one that's blind. All good. Austin Hayes swinging and missing a sinker, but the runner first is going to take second on the wild pitch. Great base running awareness there. Wild pitch by Rodriguez. This is his second one thus far. Austin Hayes is jammed by a sinker that literally could have hit him in the ankle, but he swings it anyway, and he'll end the first inning. All right, moving forward, Bo Bichette is going to work the walk as the third batter in the third inning. We're going to call for the hit and run. Garrett Hill, 51st pitch. Blammo! It's not going to hit the building, but it's damn close. Hit and run, very successful. You'd be surprised how many home runs he's hit this season. 31. He's hit 31 home runs. He's been worth every single penny. His manager agrees. So do his teammates. We're still kind of behind the division. I think we're down by maybe 3 or 4 games. But, hey, with him hitting like this, we shouldn't have a problem overtaking the Yankees. Rodriguez is going to give up a bloop single, as a matter of fact. And here's Cedric Mullins, who I wish would switch hit again. Wild pitch again by Rodriguez, and he just can't seem to get a whip of that curveball. It's his third one thus far, and the tying run is at second. Mullins getting another opportunity, full count offering, curveball. This time it's remotely hittable. Hit the third. Tanner Morris playing third today. Throws at the Devers, who normally plays third. That'll be the second out. The Orioles bird, whose name you would think I would remember, being as I've been to Baltimore a couple times. I don't. Sorry. Should probably look it up before I record next time. Oh well. Mountcastle. He's going to chop the curveball to first. Devers will step on the bag, and we won't need to worry about the Orioles tying the ball game up or taking the lead just yet. All right, Rodriguez back to the mound. He'll strike out Adley Rushman. That is his first strikeout. Surprisingly, it takes him to the 4th inning to get his first strikeout. Hey, let's see if he can continue this. Nope, he is going to give up a ground ball off the curveball. He's thrown a lot of curveballs today. This is a little ridiculous. Like, you've had 3 or 4 wild pitches. Like, throw your fastball. It's okay. Work off your fastball. Nottingham swings and misses at the sinker inside. Nearly hits him in the kneecap, but he just has no problem swinging in garbage. Terran Vavra. He is going to chop it to short. Bichette, short toss to Magical. And that'll end the 4th. Can we get some insurance? Runner on first. Bo Bichette, 3-1 count. He's, unfortunate, grounded 4-3. Double play through the 5th. He really needed the insurance run at that point, because Rodriguez is creeping up on about 75 pitches. Maybe he can get through the 5th. Mateo is going to rip a curveball. What else has he been throwing? Up the middle for a single, and he is definitely a stolen base threat. We need to be careful. Kenny Trejo. 1-2 pitch. Gonna get hit to center field, and Marte. Why is Marte playing center? He should not be playing center field. I just realized that. Darrell Arnaiz will come to the plate. 1 for 2 today. Curveball in the dirt. What else is new? Wild pitch. Mateo easily takes second, and damn, Kirk almost throws the ball away. That would have been bad news. Double play, not really a possibility. Arnaiz, high curveball. Gonna get hit the left. Diving catch by Lourdes Gurriel. And throws it in the third for good measure. Take a look at the replay. Ooh, he covered a decent amount of distance. I didn't think he was 17 miles an hour fast, but we will take it. Plays out in our favor. Cedric Mullins. The ball hit behind third base. Really kind of in no man's land between third and left. He makes the final out. That was the end of the game for Rodriguez. Does get 2 insurance runs in the top of the 8th. 2-run homer by the Orioles. And it looks like we're going to be able to hold on to this game. We do 5-4 in 9 innings. Rodriguez, 5 innings, 6 hits given up, 5 Ks, 2 earned runs. Let's get to the All-Star break. All-Star break. Rafael Devers leads all of baseball in home runs by 3 over, funnily enough, Freddie Freeman, Ronald Acuna Jr., our former guy, George Springer, who's now in, you can see, Oakland, Tyler O'Neill, Giancarlo Stanton, Jesus Aguilar, and Mike Trout. Of course, Mike Trout is in the Home Run Derby. Let's see if we get ourselves another champion, just like we had Vlad last year. In this Home Run Derby, Devers is the 1 seed. He'll face Mike Trout in the very first leg of this here Home Run Derby tournament. Mike Trout, 88 home runs away, from 500. Should get to it before his career is over. And he'll end his first round matchup versus Devers with 7 home runs. Not impossible to overcome. We shall see. Devers with 5 home runs through a minute into this tournament. Hits one to right field, and it is going to get down somewhere around the stairs. Nobody's getting that baseball except maintenance. And then he hits number 7. This time it'll actually reach some fans. Real looper. Wait, no, it doesn't. Hell, he was up there for long enough. Maybe this one is it. Hits this one to about the same spot. It is going to land amongst the crowd. Doesn't go 440 though, so he won't have another bonus time homers. He hits this one to the right. It is going to get out, and he will advance. No need for the extra 30 seconds. He'll move forward. All right. The first round is over, and he will face Tyler O'Neill. Stanton will face Freddie Freeman, and the winners will face off in the finale. And here's Tyler O'Neill. 11 in the first round, hit his longest one, 445 feet. Exit velo of just over 110 miles an hour. And 9 with about 10 seconds left. He's going to hook this one just foul. Not going to be able to get the 10. He won't even get the pitch off. He thought the BP pitcher would have kind of just lobbed one out there and hoped for the best, but it's all good. He's got 9. Goes up against our very own Devers, who already got the double digits in the last round. Hits number 5, going 427. Bangs another one. About the same spot. I gotta say, a lot of guys are just pulling baseball, which is fine and completely understandable. This one goes the same distance, 428. You know, you want to generate as much power, so your likelihood of you pulling a baseball is just that much greater. 406. It's another one with about 30 seconds left. This one to right center, and it gets down. 433. Still no 440 home runs from Devers. Yanks this one. It is going to just be fair. 397. 15 seconds left. He can get the double digits, and that will help advance him. 397 on the last hit. He will advance to the finale, second straight year that a Toronto Blue Jay has made it to the finale of the Home Run Derby. He'll face off against either Giancarlo Stanton, who has hit 10, no, 9. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't get the 10. Look at that exit velo, 120.5 miles an hour. Giancarlo Stanton in the StatCast era is just known for just being at the top exit velo. He's a big dude, about 6'7", 250 at least. And Freddie Freeman with 30 seconds left. Oh, he hits one high. And, wow, I guess it did go pretty far. Looked like a rainbow out there. No. Oh, man. Coming up on 20 seconds, just under. 15, 14. Can he get number 9? He does. 418. Out to right center. And can he get number 10? He's not going to get bonus time. Hit the dead center. Of all people, I would not expect Freddie Freeman to hit anything with dead center. As a matter of fact, I'm a little surprised he's even in this derby. But hey, he's one of the top home run hitters. And this is the matchup that will play out. Rafael Devers will face Freddie Freeman in the finale. Winner is the 2024 Home Run Derby champion. Freddie Freeman in bonus time. Need a little bonus time to get over double digits. Hits one to right field, 390. That gives him 11. 441 is the longest one he hit, and because he hit 440 home runs, he got the bonus time. Rafael Devers might need said bonus time and needs a dozen homers to win it. Does he have it in him? I mean, hell, he's leading the league in home runs, but with a minute left, he's only got 3. That's not a good look for Home Run Derby, and he pretty much hits. Listen, that'd be a nice hit in a game, but come on, you gotta connect a little better. He hits one to right of center. It is going to get out of here. 414. Does he have enough in him? Hits it to right center again. This time a little further over. 382. That's number 5. Pulls up on 30 seconds. Hits ball to dead center, and it is going to get out of here at 418. He really needs some bonus time. He needs to do it right about now. Fly ball out to center again, and damn, it just hits the bottom of the wall. Can he get number 7? You need 440 on literally these next 2 hits, and oh, he can't get it out. Oh, this is disappointing. Oh, man. At least the last one. No, he didn't even hit the last one out. I don't know. Just ran out of gas on this one. Freddie Freeman is officially your home run derby champion. Devers, not a bad effort, just kind of lost some gas there, and it's all good. Maybe he's saving up for the second half, because guess what? The World Series is way more important. 34 home runs through this derby for Mr. Freddie Freeman. I think this is literally the only time he's ever been in one. Our all-star room is as follows. We have 5, count them 5, Toronto Blue Jays all-stars. Kevin Gausman, you can't see behind my head. I'm gonna move myself. What is he? 12 and 6 through 20 starts, a 2.43 ERA, and a WHIP of 1 even. On top of that, we have Mr. Bo Bichette, 15 home runs, 45 RBIs, only batting .257, so not as good as the last 4 years of his career, but it's all right. I ain't complaining. Following him also is Ketel Marte. Remember when I said we wanted him to get 30 and 90 every year? He may completely surpass that. 20 and 64 with a 315 average. Best hitting year since 2021, and he only played 90 games that year. Rafael Devers, 31 home runs, 78 RBIs. He is hitting he might smash 50 this year, just like Vlad did last year. Vlad did not make the All-Star game this year, which I want to say is a little surprising, but it happens. The American League did not put up much of a fight. We got 1 hit. 1. I'm glad this don't matter for home field advantage. July 31st is the trade deadline. I don't feel like there's a move that needs to be made, but we do have some contract extension possibilities. Alejandro Kirk is on arbitration. He's had not too bad year. 243 average, 6 home runs, 40 ribbies. He's got 2 more years of arbitration. I think I'm going to milk that for as much as I can get out of it. Behind him is Gabriel Moreno. They're both at about the same point. I do need a backup catcher, but I also don't need... Okay, we have an embarrassment of riches. We have a lot of catchers. We have 2 good ones. Moreno's been playing DH, and Castilla's been playing right field because Teoscar Hernandez is out for a bit. He's got a pulled calf. And while I want to move Kirk, let's be honest, I'm not going to do so. I'm not going to move him, and I don't see any other major moves we need to make. We are tied in the division, and there's really no one else that I feel could use a real long extension. Pearson, we can play him on arbitration, though he's getting better. Let's be honest, he's getting better. 10 and 5, 3.66 ERA. David Ferreira, we can wait because he's got renewals and ARB years left as he gets better. And yeah, there's nobody else really huge, big time. We'll look at the trade block, but again, I could make a move. I'm probably not gonna make a move. Nothing is really standing out as like we need to trade for this player. We don't have any real holes like that. So while the overalls of these players look good, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Doesn't make sense. CJ Abrams. Why is CJ Abrams always on the trade block? Like, I get that they need to clean this up. That's not, but whatever. Nonetheless, let's get to the end of August, unless something happens. August 26th, and I'm gonna call the Chris Rodriguez experiment over with. Behind my head, you see Chad Dallas. He's hot. He's hot pitching wise. He also controls the ball better than Rodriguez, despite the fact Rodriguez has significantly better break on his pitches and throws harder. So, and I kind of want somebody I can kind of trust in the postseason, and Chad Dallas just might have it, just because he can control his pitches a little better. So, before we get to September call-ups, and if we make the playoffs, which we should, we're only a game behind the New York Yankees. I'm going to call him up so that at least Dallas is postseason eligible, and Chris Rodriguez is also postseason eligible, assuming we don't just like implode. September 1st, and Mariano Murillo cannot be held back. He is batting .350 in AAA. I have to call him up. Also, realize Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is a free agent, and while he's a really good hitter, or Gurriel will be a free agent in the offseason, I'm probably going to end up losing him for nothing. So I'm going to let Mario Murillo come up. See, hits righties. It's lefties. All right, I guess. Needs some work on the fielding department, but he brings us bona fide speed. So we're going to make him number 27 on the roster. I still got to figure out 28. And what may very well be an annual tradition, Stuart Burrow is going to get the call up. He's a switch hitter. He plays second. Like, I don't mind calling him up. He's had a little bit of time up here, if you remember from last year. Didn't hit that well in year 2, but he did hit well in year 1. He only had 2 games at play, though. We are 2.5 games out of division as we look at the schedule. And we only play the Yankees 3 more times this year. So we've got to beat out the teams we need to beat out. That being Boston, Baltimore. Neither team is above 500. Neither is Tampa. Cleveland is terrible. Not terrible. They're just not winning. St. Louis. We have literally an entire month full of teams who are not winning right now. So we need to get the brakes off of them. Same thing goes for Oakland. Sorry, Amos. First game of September. We need to take care of business. We are down 1 in the bottom of the 10th. We begin our journey to make it back to the World Series against the A's. Down by 1, runner at second, and the hottest hitter on our team this year, Rafael Devers. 40 home runs, 106 RBIs, batting .301. Can he come up clutch for us in the top of the 10th? He's going to chop one this short, and unfortunately, that's not even going to advance the runner. Man, we really needed you to advance him over. I mean, you've been pretty clutch all year. I really shouldn't be complaining, but no time like the president. Presently, Guerrero is not looking like his MVP self. Still good, just not historically great. Stands there and just watches a curveball. He didn't hit very well against lefties. Really, he doesn't in general. And they're going to walk Ketel Marte in order to bring up Lourdes Gurriel Jr. I don't know if that's a good idea, given Gurriel's probably been our most clutch hitter in the entire series. Mario Murillo makes his MLB debut, but it isn't a pinch running situation. So maybe we'll see him at some point as a player in the field and batting. Gurriel, full count, gonna hit one high and deep to left center field. It is going to get caught up in the jet stream, and unfortunately, we're gonna lose this game 5-4. Disappointing ending to start the month. As of September 21st, As of September 21st, the Mariners have clinched the AL wildcard, but that's just one of the spots. There's still another up for grabs. We have the second spot, but we're 3 games ahead of Houston. We don't play them, but we do need to take care of business. We have lost 4 out of the last 6 games. Let's see if we can close things out right. Fortunately, we have made the playoffs, but unfortunately, we have to play the dreaded 1-game playoff. That'll be against the Mariners, who really clinched their wildcard spot like a month ago, it feels like. They have like 100 wins. Matter of fact, let's take a look at the entire standings. At this point, Yankees won the division by 3 games. Tigers get the division by 6 over the White Sox. Angels win their division 96 and 66, and the Mariners actually were 1 game behind them, so they only had 95 wins. In the NL, Marlins win their division with 106 wins. I think that's what I thought were the Mariners. The Braves are 15 games back. That's saying something, because the Nationals are dog crap. They have almost 100 losses. Brewers 92 and 70. Cardinals don't make it this year. Giants win their division, and the Dodgers have the NL wild card. Let's look at the very least, let's look at the award winners and, I don't know, I guess people's stats. Bichette leads the league in doubles with 44. Devers leads the league in runs. In other words, he crossed home plate 110 times. I guess we don't have any awards, which is kind of surprising. Mother. Trout wins the MVP. It's 4th of his career. I can't even argue with the numbers, because just these traditional numbers right here would say, yeah, he probably should win it. Stanton also put in some work too, even if his batting average doesn't say so. That means we got no awards. We didn't get Cy Young, which I didn't think we were going to get anyway. Batting title. Mike Trout was 35 points behind that. Rookie of the year, Castillo falls really well short. Not a bad year by any means. It's not 63. I don't think that's 63 strikeouts. Yeah, I wish they would actually fix the damn screens on there so that it makes sense. Whatever. Anyways, he drove in 63. He did play 126 games. I would have thought he would have gotten closer to 80, but hey, good season, third, and it's perfectly fine. Rafael Devers third, and Hank Aaron Award. Jeez, okay, we gotta win a ring. I don't even want to look at the rest of these. Yeah, let's get to that wildcard game. Second consecutive year we make the postseason. This is the tale of the tape between two franchises that both came in the league in the same time. We have twice as many postseasons been in, twice as many division titles. They haven't won a pennant. We have won 2 titles. Granted, this was all almost before I was born. Nonetheless, we will face our former pitcher, Robbie Ray. We begin. Nick Magic will lead the game off. He's going to hit one high and deep to right field, and he's just not a power threat. Let's be honest. He ain't hitting one out all that often. All right. The rest of the lineup is as follows. Bo Bichette did not win Silver Slugger this year, but Devers, Guerrero, Marte, Hernandez, Gurriel, Castilla, and Kirk are a part of this lineup. We were the #1 hitting offense in all of the American League and probably baseball. Devers, unfortunately, is going to chop one to second. Shortstop back to first. And unfortunately, it's going to be a double play, so we won't be able to jump out to an early lead. On the mound for us, I decided to not pitch Berrios in this and go with Gaussman. I just trust him. It's just about that simple. 2.91 ERA and a 1.03 whip. The whip is really why. Berrios can be a little off, even if he is our best rated pitcher. I'm going to go with the trusted hand. And they're going to pop this one up right into no man's land of right center territory. But Magic will make the catch. And we will take a look at the starting lineup for Seattle. Crawford, Dom Thompson Williams is replacing Mr. Julio Rodriguez, who is out with an injured hand. Ian Happ and Kyle Lewis have both basically carried this team to the postseason. Kalenic, Suarez, whose numbers have dropped in about half, Toro, and a bunch of other guys who I couldn't really recite fast enough. Nonetheless, Magical's going to make yet another defensive putout. Just popped up to him, this time to the opposite side of where he normally stands, second out of the inning. Ian Happ, 31 home runs to his name. Ooh, swings and misses at a horrible pitch. Way inside, way high. Nonetheless, Gaussman gets out of the first without a problem. Vlad Guerrero, not an MVP season, but still pretty good. I know I kind of crapped on it earlier, but 33 and 93. This is probably the more normal numbers he'd hit up. Oh, and maybe not normal in the postseason, but we will gladly take a long ball to start off the second. We'll lead 1-0. First postseason homer, at least this year. I think he hit about 4 or 5 last year. Unfortunately, we don't have the stats for postseason numbers on players' player cards, which is very stupid. 393 off the bat in feet, because unfortunately I didn't do the math in the metric system. And it's not going to be enough, but, you know, Guerrero's kind of been sandwiched between two guys who hit very well, and Kyle Lewis hits one deep to left. He's going to tie the ball game up pretty much immediately. But Kyle Lewis of the Desert Venom series way back in MLB The Show 21. Traded for him, and yeah, he was pretty damn good. We didn't win a championship, and I also didn't have the editing prowess I have now. I could have easily knocked it out till we got a championship. Nonetheless, Kyle Lewis coming up pretty big here in the second inning. Rafael Devers inherits a runner on first, and he is going to walk Robbie Ray, losing a little bit of his touch there. Vlad Guerrero can blast one out again. I'd gladly take it. This one is high and deep, just not nearly as far. Thompson Williams going to make the catch. That'll get us through the third. Pushing forward to the other half of the third, Harry Ford, a member of the Black Excellence Tournament, check out the playlist on the channel. Hits this one to left field. He'll start the Seattle Mariners up with a double. And here comes J.P. Crawford, another member of said Black Excellence Tournament. Strikes out on a circle change. Second strikeout for Gaussman. We're in a different universe, so I can't really worry myself about, you know, some of the players in that tournament. Check out and see how that ends. Fly ball to center field. Marte, who I'm realizing is playing center field, is going to catch the out. I know he's normally the left fielder, but I'm not complaining. He's actually our best fielding outfielder. It's kind of weird. Pop up to the catcher. Kirk nearly knocks out whomever was coming around third. Jeez, dude, you were hustling almost a little too hard. Ketel Marte, 2-2 count. Ooh, striking out high. Fastball, 96 miles an hour. Robbie Ray looking to try to get some revenge on us. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. on deck. Full count for Teoscar Hernandez. Robbie Ray. Oh, wow. How do you get out in front of 95 miles an hour? That is ridiculous. Gurriel stepping up. Gets a full count offer himself, but it's higher than he'd like. He'll walk. Castilla does not have a hit yet. Never finished third in Rookie of the Year. Ooh, strikes out. Jeez, hopefully the moment hasn't gotten the better of him. Remember, you played in the World Series last year, buddy. Put another K on the board. Both teams looking about the same. Homer and 2 hits apiece. Jared Kelenic, who in real life probably won't be playing on this team in 2024, strikes out high fastball. That was damn near at your nostrils. Yet he swings at it anyway. Hey, could be why. Eugenio Suarez, previous year, had 38 home runs. This year, only 17. He played about the same amount of games, so clearly he has started to decline, and he strikes out to end the inning. Top of the 5th, Robbie Ray punching out Bichette. So both pitchers striking out guys to end the innings on both ends. Abraham Toro, full count offering, and he is going to demolish a splitter. Like, that thing hung for days. It might as well have been a blimp. And Seattle is going to take a 2-1 lead. Here comes... well, we're going to go to the bullpen, or we're at least going to warm some guys up. Yes, I warmed up Nate Peterson, and I'm also going to warm up Alex Reyes. Peterson because, well, I know he can still pitch in bullpen situations. Fly ball to left field, and I'm going to shut up because they just hit another home run off of us. We really need to get it together. Evan White, more known for his defense than his power, takes us deep. And, oh, they're mocking us from, like, 2 years ago. Wow. Yeah, one of our guys hit one where it says hit it here. And, yep, we pointed at it, too. Harry Ford striking out. Fastball, 93 miles an hour. Gaussman looking a little peeved, and I do not blame him. Seattle's going to warm up 2 relievers, Casey Sadler and Eric Swanson, as needed. Robbie Ray, not pitching bad, but he is approaching 100 pitches. Oh, man. Yo, how are you swinging? How is everybody striking out and missing on meatballs? Maybe not meatballs, but they're right down the middle. Come on. Pardon me. Marte walked earlier. 24 home runs, 90 RBIs. Holy crap. And, oh, you know what? That's a reason to be choked up. I'll take it. Fly ball hella deep. 402 feet, 102 miles an hour off that bat. His first home run of the postseason. Yes, please admire it. Again, we brought back basically the same team. About what changed is really, let me see. 5th pitcher. Manoah's not even playing. Yeah. Again, a lot of our offense is the same. Devers replaces Chapman. So, you know, we got ourselves a solid team, but we still got some work to do if we want to get back to the World Series. All right, Bryce Jarvis is on the mound, coming in to replace Robbie Ray. A 1.8 whip, so he can be had if we can get our focus together. Teoscar Hernandez hits it to right field, and oh, it's going to be caught. Jeez. Thought that would have gotten over his head, so all right, we're down 1. Kevin Gausman going back out there for the 6th. That is really ballsy by our manager. Thought they'd go to the bullpen. Ooh. Testing him. Heat right down the middle. Not a care in the world. And you know what? It's time for perfect Peterson. Granted, he's coming in a relief situation, but we will take it. 3.86 ERA, 1.36 whip, 166 strikeouts, 32 starts. This is his first time pitching in the postseason this year. Fly ball to center field, and that runner from first is going to have to run his behind back. He knows it's good for him. And now it is Suarez's turn. Peterson gets him a swing and miss on the circle change, but I guess it's dropped somehow, and they throw it over to first to end the 6th. So the worst that Gausman can do is get a no decision. Gurriel gonna work the walk on. I don't know if that was a slider or a curveball. Either way, it was off and out of the zone, so it does not matter. Castillo really use him getting on right about now. 2-2. Swing and a miss. High heat. Not a pitch I would throw in a double play situation, but maybe you throw what the batter's not expecting at that point. Kirk right behind him pops it up to his own defensive position, and unfortunately that is going to be out number 2. Don't have many outs to play with. We really need to stop playing around. If you want to make it to the next round, Magical grounds it into right field. Remember, there's no other wild card games. SDS didn't put that in for 22. It is in for 23. It's not a real feature, let's be honest. It's a part of the league that, I'm going to shut up. And it's going to be a ball laced to left field, and it's okay. Smart to just go station to station. Now we leave Rafi Devers in a real clutch situation. Listen, if you want to earn your feathers, it's time to come through. Granted, you've done a very good job this year. Extremely good job. Working it to a full count. Vlad Guerrero can do the job. Even if you walk, I'll gladly take a walked-in run. And Devers is going to hit this to left field. Diving attempt. Oh, it kicks off his glove. The runner's going to score from third. Runner from second's going to third. We have taken the lead and scored 2 on a ball that really shouldn't have scored 2, but I will take it. Let's get some more insurance. So we've taken the lead 4-3. Mariners going to call on a new pitcher. It is Casey Sadler. 3.04 ERA. Vlad Guerrero at the dish as the Mariners Moose, which is really weird. They have Moose in Seattle. I don't know. I don't live there. I should have asked my former coworker. Anyhow, 1-1 pitch, and it is going to hit off of. Oh God, how is he just walking that off? Is adrenaline really that strong? Okay, Abraham Toro hitting this ball deep to left field. Gurriel chasing it down. Oh, he stands out to make the catch. Wow. Great defensive play. Peterson. Why do I keep calling him? I think it's just easier to call him Peterson than Pearson. Nonetheless, we want him to get out of danger. Evan White has already smacked one out earlier. Let's keep him at bay. 2-1. Ground ball down the first base line because the shift is on, and I hate the shift, and I'm so glad we're getting rid of it, though let's be honest, professional baseball players should be able to hit the other way if a shift is thrown on. Nonetheless, we are going to call on a new reliever, Alex Reyes, at this point in time. Whip is a lot higher than I'd like. He doesn't pitch a ton, and he does have a bit of an issue with control. Runner at second. Really don't want him giving up a run right about now. You know, the bullpen has been a problem for several years. Can he lock things down? 2-2, 97-mile-an-hour tailing fastball. Oh, gets Harry forward to just, like, I don't know what I saw. It looked like a blur because Reyes throws hard as hell. JP Crawford, 1-2, and what the, bro? That slider really slipped out your hand. I hope you ain't got nothing underneath the brim of your hat. Dom T. Williams striking out. Big time strikeout by Reyes. Hopefully we have done enough. Not only keep the lead, hopefully extend it. You know how I feel about one-run games. This really messes with my anxiety. Anyways, Marte done a damn good job today. 1 for 2. Solo homer back 2 innings ago, and he is going to work the walk. Teoscar stepping to the plate. I don't expect a hit and run. Teoscar laces one right up the middle. It'll roll all the way to center. We will have 2 base runners on with nobody out. Gurriel can advance both out getting a real hit. Oh, the ball clangs off of Sadler's hand. He throws it to first. And he is looking a little shaken up. Can you please just make him look a little shaken up? Thank you. And he looks at his hand, and yeah, it is swelling up at this point. He either got a bruise or it's broken. Nonetheless, they will call on the other reliever they were previously warming up, Eric Swanson. 2.80 ERA. He inherits 2 runners on at second and at third, respectively. Can he get himself out of this jam and help his team advance? The winner of this takes on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim of Orange County and Disney World and all that good stuff. And the ball's going to get hit into left field. It is going to plop down. Wow, that is somehow a single. Runner's going to slide in. And we have taken a 2-run lead now at this point, 5-3. Eric Swanson won't get credited with that run given up. Alejandro Kirk hits a high slider deep to right field. Thompson Williams, ooh, crashes up against the wall. He's able to withstand the collision. Unfortunately, a run does score. We have doubled the lead, 6-3. Madrigal, ooh, staring at a pitch that I know he has hit 100,000 times in this series since we acquired him. Nonetheless, can the bullpen hold up? It is the 3-4-5 hitters, and we are calling on a young reliever, Curtis Watson, more of our setup guy at this point. 1.74 ERA. Cody Stashik can get the save if we need him to. Watson, he's not a bad pitcher. I like him. I don't want him out there very long, and God, he's kind of proven me right at this point. Walking the first batter. I mean, it's better than giving up a long ball, but like Kyle Lewis has already smashed one out earlier. Hap, not really a steal threat, and he walks both batters. Oh boy. Oh boy. We are about to get bullpen bashed, ain't we? Jared Kelenic stepping up 2-2. Watson taking his sweet old time. The pitch. Oh my goodness. Fly ball to right field. Teoscar is going to be able to get it. The runner from second will tag, and he overthrows freaking Madrigal. Now Watson's got to deal with Eugenio Suarez. Again, he hasn't hit with much power this year, but he is the tying run. He is completely still capable of blasting one out. You put it in the wrong spot. That is also the wrong spot, as you walked him. Fortunately, there's the force at any base, but Abraham Toros blasted one out already. 1-3, 1-4-3, ground ball to second, over to Bichette, getting one, back to first. Oh boy, we have gotten out of dodge, gotten out of the Bulls' way. So now we ask for Bichette to help us out. 3-1, he is going to work a walk here at the top of the ninth. A 3-run lead is fine, but you know I want more. Guerrero only 1 for 4 today, but that one very important check swing. Bro, do you not like Vlad Guerrero? Is this why you called that a strike? Because that was not a strike. That wasn't a swing. You lost your mind. The Mariners manager can't even justify it. Nonetheless, we're going to call on Ketel Marte 2-1, and ooh, he takes him deep to center field. This damn game is over. I hate the one-game wild card. His second home run of the game. Curtis Watson will go back out there for the 9th inning. And Crawford is going to ground at the first, and we will take on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim of Orange County of California, the west coast of the Pacific Ocean. Taking this 8-3. Nate Pearson going to get the W. And Marte, listen, he had a hell of a game today. And you know what? We run into more of a buzzsaw in the Angels. They weren't easy to beat last year. Let's see if we can take care of them this year. On to the ALDS. Watch any of my rebuilds, you already know how I do things. Postseason, I'm going to simulate until we get to an elimination game, usually being ones where we're on the fence and not the other team. So, game 1, Nate Pearson versus Noah Syndergaard. Well, he should not be starting against him. Hold on. Turns out it wasn't Pearson that was the problem. Gausman would be playing next, but he already played on Wednesday. So, made the move, let Barrios pitch game 1 of this series. A little less pressure on him. We lose 4-1. By the way, they do not have Shohei Ohtani anymore. They let him go in free agency, which you would know that if you've watched this far. Let him go in free agency. Dansby Swanson is their new DH, and I don't know who the hell their pitcher is, but Syndergaard's still there. Now, game 2. Oh, there are critical situations. Okay. We are up 6-0, though. I don't care about the shutout that badly. We won 6-1. I didn't think there were critical situations in the postseason. Oh well. All right, tied at 1. We go into game 3. And we are up 1. Let's see if Stashik can close things out and give us a 2-1 lead going into game 4. Can we get out of danger? A little bit of danger, that is. Up by 1. Cody Stashik. 0-2 count. Can he set down Swanson? The pitch. Slider high away, but it gets the job done. Misses his bat. Look at the pitch sequence. Fastball high, slider low, go back upstairs, change his eye level, get the job done. Max Stassi. Again, all it really takes is a single. And oh, Stassi hits this deep to left. Ooh, boy. Fortunately, the roof is not open, so the wind does not carry it. Ooh, we definitely got spared there. All right, Stashik. Let's straighten out, get it together. All right, 2-2 count. And Stassi's still a power threat, so let's not disrespect him. Slider low and away, gets him swinging and missing. That is a big out, number 2. Now David Fletcher is the last man standing. Slider hit deep to left center field. Marte running back at the warning track. He makes the catch near the out-of-town scoreboard. Ooh, we get away with one. Winning 7-6 here in the late going. Gausman gets the dub. Canning, unfortunately, gets the L for them, that is. Stashik gets the save, and we live to fight another day. We're 1 game away from the ALCS. Yankees have already swept the Tigers. Will we avoid game number 5? We freaking won't. Of course you won't. We don't care about AA right about now. Thank you for winning the AA North Championship Series. We got bigger fish to fry right this minute. Game number 5, taking on the Angels. Pablo Sandoval is the man on the mound for the Angels here in game number 5, 3.6 ERA, and we will call on Jose Barrios, a 6 ERA, but a 1 whip, so we'll take what we can get. David Fletcher going to swing and miss at the not very controllable slurve that he sends the throw. Ooh, another one, back-to-back punch-outs for Barrios. Will Trout make it 3? He will, all 3. The top 3 of the batting lineup of the Angels strikes out via the slurve. Pushing on to the second inning, Vlad Guerrero unfortunately swings and misses at Sandoval's deadly circle change. Hernandez, though, is going to make the most of it, smacking that one in the center field. He'll be the first base runner of the ballgame. Espinal is playing today because, well, he's better defensively and can hit lefties for contact a little better. And oh, let me shut up. We got some other defense we got playing on here. Brandon Nimmo with a hell of a dive to make final out of the second. Joey Gallo, listen, he just struggles against us. Like last year in the postseason, this year in the postseason. Let's keep him as powerless as possible. Anthony Rendon also struggling of his own, swinging and missing at another slurve. That is the 4th man to strike out thus far. And Alejandro Kirk, unfortunately, has become the victim of a circle change as well. But Bichette beats that one into the ground. 3rd, 2nd, 1st, double play to end the 3rd inning. Still nothing to show for it. Guerrero swinging and missing again. Dude, what are you looking for? What do you think he's throwing? That's his bread and butter. Oh, and Mike Trout, speaking of bread and butter, he's spreading the lead open. Now it's corny, I don't care. And the Angels lead 1-0. MVP, this year's MVP, comes through for his team. Can anybody else do so at this point in time, though? And Gallo right behind him. 1-2. Oh, man, swing and miss at a circle change. Yeah, Gallo just, he ain't hitting nothing. 7th punch out for Berrios. It is another strikeout. Jeez Louise. I hope Mike Trout's home run isn't the only bit of offense we see today. Gurriel one away, 3-2, and he's jammed by a circle change. Going to be popped up out of the reach of David Fletcher at second. He'll be, what, I think like only the second base runner for the Toronto Blue Jays. And looks like they're going to change pitchers. They're going to Kyle Freeland, and oh God, look at that ERA, the batting average against. Are you sure you want to do this? Whatever, not my team. Espinal is going to bloop one over first in the right field. Nimmo will recover it, but Toronto will have 2 base runners in front of Alejandro Kirk. 3-2. Chopper down the line to third. No, Rendon able to get it. Throws it to second, but it is a bit offline, and they're going to call that an error. Rightfully so. You don't need to make that throw running backwards. Liner right at Fletcher, and ooh, everybody able to get back and have the wherewithal to do so. Bo Bichette, full count. He's going to hit this one high and deep to left field. Running back. It is going to carry him off the wall. 2 runs are going to score. I also hold up because Kirk is slow. We lead 2-1. Devers, 2-2. Smacks one in the right field. Nimmo gets a bad jump on it. And it really won't matter because you can't get a high enough jump. You're not Matt McClung or Pat McClung. Who was the dude that won the dunk contest this year? Never mind. We're not concerned about that. We're concerned about baseball. Devers has been absolutely phenomenal this season. It's a shame he don't play defense very well, but hey, we brought him here for his bat, and he has come through like 9 times out of 10. Guerrero is going to work the walk to start the top of the 6th because I don't like a 4-run lead either. Chopper to Bachman. Bachman's going to throw him out at first. You can see Bachman have better success in my Angels rebuild, which actually has close to 1,000 views. I'm a little shocked by it. It's my most successful rebuild since. Ooh, throw over to first, and at least both runners will advance. We can drive in a run, but it won't be this batter that'll do so. Nick Madrigal stepping up 3-1. Hits it to left field, but they ain't going to have to move very far. So we cannot add any more runs on the board just yet. Berrios goes back out there for the 6th. Chopper down the line at third. Espinal grabs it, fires it from foul territory. Oh, it is way offline. That is probably an error. Doesn't matter either way. Ground ball to second. Bichette, step on the bag, throw to first. Double play. Slurve. Oh, wow, circle change actually. Hit the Madrigal, he'll throw out the runner in the 6th. Jump to the 7th. Mike Trout hit a long ball, but this one doesn't even get out of the infield. And he's going to run it out. Good hustle by Mike Trout, even at the age of, what, like 35. Chopper up the middle. Bichette will step on the bag, fire to first. Call that a 6-3 double play. Jared Walsh hits it opposite field, and whoa, Gurriel with the hustle. Hella hustle despite the shift. I'm glad we're not having that in 23. And Rendon hits this to left field. It is going to, just barely miss getting out of here. He'll end up with a long single because he ain't that fast. Polanco can drive him over. He hits this deep to center field. Marte has it scouted out. He'll make the catch. Jump to the 8th. Berrios still out here. 5-4. Whoa! Holy hell, bro! You didn't have to throw that so hard. Stassi, ground ball pass first in the right field. Teoscar Hernandez coming up, throwing the runner coming around, and he is dead to rights. Gone out of here. Classic Teoscar Hernandez that you've seen in this series, throwing out a lot of guys from right field. That's why I keep him. That's why I keep him out there. David Ferreira going to come out of the pen. He is a strikeout artist at this point. Very young, though. He's going to give a ground out too short over the first. Ooh, Bichette almost threw that in the dirt, but fortunately he was able to get some lift on it. And they're going to get another fly ball into center field, and it's looking like we are going to the NLCS. Wait, Mike Trout. Oh, dude, who are you? Okay, I mean, that was ball 4, and I don't like the idea of you throwing such a wild pitch. Even if it is to Joey Gallo. 1-2, two-seamer low in the zone. Gets the job done. We will be taking on the New York Yankees in the American League Championship Series. Barrios. A little stubborn not getting out of the game in the 8th inning. All right, we will be facing the New York Yankees just shortly. Let's take a look at the other side. We'll either be facing either Atlanta or Milwaukee, but we got to get through New York first. A sim to an elimination game, game number 1. And we are up 5-4. Let's at the very least take a look at it. Ruckus crowd here in the Bronx. Jesse Winker having a hell of a day. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. First pitch from Romano. Strike number 1. Remember, he lost his closer job about late May, early June. Decided to switch to Stashik. I mean, it hasn't been bad by any means, but Stashik's a little tired, so we go with Romano. Second pitch, 2-seam fastball inside. Yankee fans, are y'all surprised that that wasn't a strike? Because y'all sound ridiculous right now. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all done had too many beers and chopped cheeses and garlic fries, all right? Anyways, Romano taking his time. 1-1 pitch, high 4-seam fastball. I am surprised Winker did not pull the trigger again. The game he's had today, you would think if it looks good, he's swinging. 1-2. Ooh, slider nearly hits Winker, and that would not have been good. Not at all. 2-2. Come on, Romano. You've done it before. You can do it again. Swing and miss. Inside slider. He's able to straighten it up just a little bit just to get him to swing. Barrios is going to get the victory. So does the team. We get the victory. We lead this series 1-0. We countered their 3 RBI game with our own 3 RBI game from Rafael Devers. This might be a hell of a slugfest. And we'll see, because listen, they put up 10 hits. We got 8. So we got to be on our toes, be on our P's and Q's as we move forward in this series. All right, we take game number 1, 5-4. Game 2, we lose 5-6. See the aftermath. Got 2 hits from Guerrero, Marte, and Hernandez. And, well, shit, we had 5 runs last game, which couldn't do enough this game. Get the victory. Let's see. Stanton went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. I gotta say, it's actually kind of amazing, and I'm loving to see it, that Stanton is not being shoved out of the Yankee team just because his contract is crazy. He's really carrying this team, not gonna lie. Jason Dominguez 2 for 3 with him. Did not have a homer. I thought he did. And Higashioka got a run. All right, got himself one. See, game 3, we lose 9-0. We dropped 6 on our head in the 9th inning. 3 RBIs from Stanton, 2 from Winker, 2 from Haniger, 2 from Sweeney. Now, this is really a much different Yankee team than I thought it would be. Yankee fan, if y'all didn't already know this. And yeah, we couldn't get much of anything as far as offense is concerned. Struck out 7 times. Montas 7 2/3. We at least win game 4. Well, let's see if we can close it out. Oh man, this team is gonna give me a freaking aneurysm. Game 5. We gotta win out. There's really no way around it. We have to take care of the nest here at home, and we're calling on a rookie, Chad Dallas. I mean, hey, he's not horrible, he's not great, but hey, he's a warm body, so let's see how things play out for this young man. Doubt he will be on the roster next year, but we got to worry about this year. We can't worry about next year. First batter he faces, DJ LeMahieu grounds it down the third base line. It's going to roll all the way into left field. Gurriel able to get to it in time. That is a single, so LeMahieu will not advance to second. Jason Dominguez strikes out on the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. I got to admit, he's got some solid stuff. Just a matter of getting it together. Oh, I didn't even see whose name that is. It does not matter. It is Dieter. Oh, right field. Alejandro Castilla saves that one from being a home run, leaping to smack it back in. That'll be a double. Giancarlo Stanton, curveball, swing and miss inside. Really did not see that coming. His second strikeout. Belt is going to hit this one to left field on a 3-1 count, and it will get down. Alejandro Castilla definitely saved a run. At least a run, if not two, if not three. And on the mound for the Yankees, it is Deivi Garcia. Not bad numbers, not bad numbers. Didn't know if this team would actually give up on him or whether they'd actually use him at some point, because I actually like him. Nonetheless, Rafael Devers, third batter, in the first inning, takes him deep to right field, 355 feet. His fourth home run of the postseason. He has hit 50 this season in totality. Really not that much different than Vlad Guerrero. Oh wait, Vladdy is next. And dapping him up, you know what? He didn't win the MVP this year, but listen, he's definitely been playing like it. Mitch Haniger grounds it down to first base. It's going to roll all the way to the wall because of the shift. And Castillo throw it back in. He has a leadoff double to start the second. Trey Sweeney strikes out, 95-mile-an-hour heat, high and in. Chad Dallas picking up his third strikeout. He's looking pretty solid. Enrique Hernandez ground ball up the middle, but Bichette's able to get it, throw it over to first. Runner will advance to third. Ben Rortvit. I would have thought that would have been Austin Wells. Maybe he was hurt. I don't know their situation at this point, but he'll walk. DJ LeMahieu up next, 1-for-1. Check swing. Oh, y'all blind. Oh, y'all really couldn't see that because he did not swing. Nonetheless, Dallas is going to get credit with a strikeout. Like, take a look at this again briefly, and maybe because he moved forward. I don't know. It was very weird. Oh, Deivi Garcia hangs a slider. Oh, man, he is going to pay for it. It is deep and right. It gets out of there, and oh, what do you know? It's Ketel Marte. His third home run this postseason. I think we actually lead the postseason in home runs, which is kind of funny. We're good offensively. Pitchers just got to come through. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. going to walk. He's not batting well. We might not play him next game. Hell, what are we concerned about playing him for? He's a free agent at the end of the year. What we do with him remains to be seen. Mariano Murillo is the next man up, and he is on the playoff roster as we speak. Pop up to short. He'll be out. I really shouldn't be talking about the offseason right now, should I? Castillo, stares at a fastball high and in. He will be the second victim here in the second inning. Moreno, ground ball up the middle. It'll roll all the way to center. No, everybody's just going to move up just one base. Got a little bit of two-out rally magic here. Madrigal comes to the plate, and he's going to hit it to right field. It'll bounce down. Runner from second will come around to third and score. He is safe. It is 3-0 Toronto. Remember, we have to win out to make it to the World Series. Yankees just got to win one. And Bichette continues his rather hitting as he pops it up to first base. Jesse Winker is going to walk. Might have been a curveball, might have been a changeup. Stanton, demolishes one deep to the left. No, okay. Woo. Ooh, all right. Jetstream took that one foul. Thank goodness. And then check swing. Oh my, yo, that. I promise you, we didn't pay him. Okay, the Canadian money is not worth the same as the American dollar. Fly ball to right field, and Castillo will run it down. That'll end the third. I'm telling you, I didn't pay him. I don't make any money on this channel yet. Devers smashes his second home run. It just stays fair inside that left field foul pole. Fifth home run of the postseason. Five of them things. It's only 1/3 of his jersey number. We have taken, oh, what is it, 5-0? 4-0, okay. Flag Guerrero, 0 for 1, and jeez. He's not playing bad. He just ain't swinging the pitches I think he'd swing. He should be swinging it, and damn, Gurriel Jr. doesn't make matters any better. He'll strike out to end the third. Back to the Yankee lineup. Mitch Haniger is going to walk. Dallas does have a little bit of issue with his control. Swing and miss on the fastball away. So while he's kind of out of control, he's also got the strikeout pitch working. Curveball, oh my goodness. Dude, that should have been sent to the North Pole. It's going to get hit in the left center field. Gurriel lazily doesn't come up, doesn't even bother to run to the ball. Throw to home, not in time. Just misses by like 4 inches or so. Ben Vick, runner at second, and he is going to smash one to center field. Marte running back at the track. He is going to make the catch. Runner from second will advance. They'll throw it in the home just for good measure. It is 4-1. Yankees finally get on the board. DJ LeMahieu. And he's going to hit a cutter to right field, but going to be caught. Castillo is able to get them out of there. And then he'll be the second batter in the fourth inning, I'm sorry. And then he will walk. Yankees going to call on 2 relievers. Well, Nestor Cortez is not a reliever. Hayden Wesniewski. Oh boy, I don't even know who he is. Nonetheless, Madrigal walks to first. Sorry, not Madrigal. That was Moreno walked to first, and everybody's going to have to retreat back, despite the fact that ball went right behind first base. Bichette pops it up to about the same spot. Another wasted plate appearance for Bo Bichette. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt most years. Rafael Devers continues to see the baseball like it's a damn beach ball. Flag Guerrero. Oh, he's finally getting a hit on one. Hits it to right center field. Ball to get down. Haniger's going to toss it back in. And everybody's just going to move up 2 bases. We will take it. There's nobody out. Drive in some more. Marte hits this one down the line. Bounces over the foul line. Just fair. Both of those runners will score. He will stay at first. It is 6-1. Looking likely that we will see a game number 6. Lourdes Gurriel grounded short over to second, back to first. Unfortunately, he will erase both base runners. Teoscar, ground ball into left field. That'll be that'll be another base runner for real. Castillo, ground ball to second, just out of the reach of their second baseman, and we just like that got 2 more guys on. But we have 2 away, so it's not looking good. And Moreno takes Wesniewski deep to left. His third home run of the postseason. You know what? He'd probably have more if he played more. Actually, in the postseason, he started playing him a little more at DH and at catcher, and just kind of flip-flop between him and Castillo and Kirk. And Dennis Santana is going to get the final out. We actually win this game 9-4, so we will see a game number 6. I mean, anything is possible, but we are going to Yankee Stadium. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We ain't done yet. Backs against the walls. We turn to our table setter, Nick Madrigal, to get this game started, facing Mike Clevenger. Curveball going to get hit in the right field. He will start things off just right for us. Next batter, Bo Bichette. Remember how I said he wasn't hitting well? Full of shit. Batting .295, 5 RBIs by the way, and unfortunately he's going to strike out via fastball. Rafael Devers right behind him. Chops one to first, and a little bit of an issue retrieving the ball, but they're able to get the second out of the inning. All right. We're batting .271 this postseason. Mariano Murillo, if he steps up to the plate twice, he will have had more postseason ABs than regular season ABs. They barely played him in September. Nonetheless, we'll fly out to end the first inning. So we got a little bigger fish to fry at this point. Jose Barrios is going to be on the mound. Remember how I told you he and the manager got into a little bit of a scuffle after the Angel series? Yeah, Barrios didn't want to get pulled in the 8th inning and decided to pitch regardless. The manager just let him rock. Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems as we go into this game. Hopefully, you know, Barrios is pitching well enough that if we pull him, we've got the lead. We don't have to worry about it. He's going to have a sinker hit the left field, and Murillo is going to make the catch over in left field. He's playing left field today. Gurriel Jr. is actually sitting down today. Jesse Winker. Oh my goodness. Bro, that ball was at the courthouse. Why'd you swing at that? Marte hits it to short. Sweeney throwing it to first. Ooh, can't get him, but man, he's got a rocket for an arm. Credit him with a base hit. Teoscar Hernandez strikes out, forcing fastball high and away. Can't get it airborne. Second strikeout for Clevenger. Alejandro Kirk suffers similar fate with a fastball inside. Back-to-back punch-outs for Clevenger. Can Moreno make it 3 in a row? He's not gonna, but he's also not gonna have a successful hit at this point. He'll fly out to left field. Giancarlo Stanton batting .382 this postseason. To be honest, he is probably the Yankees' best postseason hitter of all time, if you include real life and this, and ignore the real 2022 postseason, though he hit well then too. Nonetheless, Barrios works a walk, and he strikes out the very next batter with a pretty aggressive slurve there. Sweeney strikes out as well. Circle change, bending back, arm side, get him out. McMagical, swing and a miss. Oh my goodness, dude, what were you looking at? Jeez. Bichette following behind him, and oh man, he is working corners like crazy. 5th strikeout for Clevenger. Barrios back to the mound. High slurve. Jeez Louise, yo, we might literally be in the middle of a pitching duel. 5 strikeouts for him. And that is going to be 6 for Clevenger. Check swing. Really? That looked questionable. Marte rips one in the right field. It won't get into the gap, but it will be a single. His second of the ball game. Teoscar, chopper up the middle, gets past the second baseman, whose name I constantly forget. Doesn't matter. We got 2 runners on, but we have 2 away. Kirk chops the 12-6 curveball to second. Throw it to first. Oh yeah, second baseman is DJ LeMahieu. You would think I would know that. I keep forgetting he plays second and third and first and like everywhere else at this point. Barrios with another strikeout. 6th of the game for him. Giancarlo Stanton. Oh my goodness. Make it number 7. Jeez. We might have to start dropping bunts at this point. Moreno is going to work the walk, showing some patience. Working through Clevenger's magic thus far. And oh, curveball in the dirt. Moreno is going to take advantage and go to second. Credit that a wild pitch. Bichette looking for postseason RBI number 6 and the lead. Oh man, he's going to beat this slider into second base. Fortunately, he is going to be out through 5. Nobody has a run. Matter of fact, the Yankees don't even have a hit. Let's see if we can keep that up. Going into the later stage of this game. Bottom 5, matter of fact. And Barrios works a walk. Belt will be safe at first for Mitch Haniger. Ooh, swing and a miss. Chasing a fastball in the dirt. Barrios still not giving up a hit. 8th punch out. Sweeney. He's going to have the patience to not swing at that garbage. As I think Barrios is at like 5 walks at this point. Chopper to first. Guerrero dives, throws it to short, covering second. Back to first. Not going to be in time. Runner will advance to third. Runners at the corners. Ben Rortvit is going to get the Yankees' first hit and make it count. It'll drive in a run from third. Yankees lead 1-0. Barrios creeping up on 100 pitches, and rumor has it he shook off the manager again. Oh God. Fly ball to right field. So fortunately, he's only given up one. Let's see how things play out. Mr. Clevenger striking out yet another Toronto Blue Jays. 7th strikeout thus far. Guerrero fortunately has the patience not to swing at that. Clevenger is reaching 100 pitches. Marte, chopper to short. Short to second. Second to first. Man, through 6. We still don't have any runs on the board. Berrios, 107th pitch, chopper to first, and wait, why is he still out here? He should not be out here at this point. Giancarlo Stanton is going to take advantage of Berrios' stubbornness and take it deep to left field. It throws the bat. Oh, man, what a disrespect there. You know what? I ain't even mad at it. I ain't even mad at it. Stanton with his first home run of the postseason. I am very shocked for a team that has hit like 12 postseason home runs thus far. And oh, jeez Louise, Belt blasts one. And it might have hit the 4 train at this point. Berrios on the mound, and the manager is pulling him before Belt even crosses home plate. David Ferreira from Mexico is going to come out of the bullpen. Take a look at the replay, and oh man, he got every bit of that. Romano and Watson are both warming up in the bullpen. Cameraman must be distracted from some girl in the crowd, and Ferreira must be also. Trey Sweeney not going to swing at a pitch at his head, and Ferreira will give up 2 walks thus far. Full count, 2 out. Chopper on the ground to right field, and yeah, nobody's running on Teoscar. Okay, he's got that laser beam. Ferreira, pretty young, 22-year-old reliever. We called him up late in the year. Not late in the year, sorry. We called him up actually about May or June. Fly ball to right. He'll get out of danger. Now, can the offense come through? We need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Rip right up the middle. That is Teoscar Hernandez, and Aaron Boone says, listen, man, your day is done. You're at about 100 pitches. Let's get him out of here. Probably looked at the analytics, and they will call on Michael Givens. Through 4 postseason games and 5 innings, he has not given up a run, but righties are hitting 400 against him. 4 strikeouts and a walk. Kirk hits a changeup high to right center field, but unfortunately it's going to hang up there, and Dominguez has got that range out there in center field. Moreno. Chop on the ground to the right of Sweeney. Sweeney goes to second. LeMahieu over to first without getting cleated. Able to get out of the 7th inning. Stanton already hitting a long ball. Strikes out. Big time strikeout for Ferreira. Able to get out of the 7th inning. I don't expect him to see him in the 8th. Johnny Lasagna. Chopper on the ground to short over to first. Ooh, just in time. Gets the first out of the 8th inning. Magical. He just needed him to get on. He hits it high and deep to left field. Is it gonna? It's gonna be just foul at a short porch and left. If you think about it, both left and right field have short porches out there in Yankee Stadium, and Magical will be able to show patience to work a walk. Bichette also will work a walk, so we got a prime opportunity to tie this ball game up. If Rafael Devers can hit one to the 4 train. Ground ball to third. They're playing down the line. Back to second. Over to first. Damn. That might have been one of our last chances to get some runs. Romano. Oh, high fly ball left field. Romano might have taken us out of this postseason matchup. No. Mariano Murillo, despite his 6-foot frame, actually able to stand on his tiptoes to make that catch. Drew Pomeran's going to come out of the bullpen in the 9th inning to shut us down. Righties and lefties batting over $1, under $1. And, oh, not a very good hit, very weakly hit back to the pitcher. Marte comes to the plate. One of our better hitters today. He is 2 for 3 and has probably accounted for about a third of our hits thus far. Chopper to second. It is not looking likely that we will advance to the World Series. Ground ball to third, unless this is an overthrow, he's not going to be safe. And the New York Yankees are the American League champions. And because the National League Series is over with, they will face Atlanta in the World Series. We got some work to do in the offseason. Hopefully y'all join me for that in the next episode. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.